Okay, hello Internet! Welcome back to the character showcase for Fire Emblem Warriors. And I believe that this is going to be the last character showcase that we're going to do for a while. I was considering doing a Liana one a couple of days ago, but then I realized that we've been giving Liana quite a bit of screen time since the DLC came out. But instead, we are going to be doing Lissa this time, and Lissa, in my mind, is super overpowered. She is one of the strongest units in the entire game in terms of sheer damage output. If you want good dueling potential and you don't feel like using Ryoma or Lin anymore, get Lissa. Lissa is one of the strongest, if not arguably the strongest, single target damage, and I will be explaining to you why shortly. So what we're going to do is that in terms of our matchups, we're actually going to pair... Yeah, we're going to pair Lissa up with a mage. We're going to pair up with a Lissa. Because, okay, here's the other thing too. We're not going to go for yellow stun gauges. We're going to go only for white stun gauges. And we're going to be playing the level 80 Chrom map from the new DLC. Because I want to show you guys just how high her damage can be. It's sky high damage. I swear, she arguably does more damage than this dude. It's insanely good. But before I run my mouth some more, basically you're going to see off her stats, obviously, that she has absolutely nothing wrong with her stats. 71 strength, it feels a little bit wasted considering that you kind of want to be spending more time on magic, but, you know, it's okay. You give her the base 106 magic, meaning she is tied with Camilla for the highest base damage stat for an axe user. As well, she has a solid 81 skill and a whopping 99 luck. So obviously, the skills that you would want are what you see on the screen right now. Get Luna, because she can proc that easily with high luck. Obviously, you want to have the Astra and Solidarity, like we usually do. Trample, because we like to have more passive damage against unmounted units. Magic plus 10, and Luck plus 20 from Celica. And that's basically all you have to do. And another fun thing that you can do is you can pair her up with any mage to boost her damage further. I swear, like, she actually has one of the highest damage stats in the game, if not the highest. Well, I will show you guys shortly. Also, do you know what, before we begin, I'm also going to show you the weapon that I have, because I feel like Lissa is the kind of character that is heavily reliant on her weapon, but when she is, it's really good. So, yeah, I'm going to go to Warrior Info, and here's my weapon, my pride and joy. Obviously, this is a Brave Axe, 5 stars. I got the Critical Plus, which is fairly easy to get now that the DLC has come out. Strong 5, because that is the focal point of her attack. Rainstorm, because that's always useful. Strong 4, because that is like, she has 2 good combos that you're going to be using most of the time, and this is the one that will expose critical gauges, which is the focal point of her playstyle. When Armor Strike came out, the first thing I thought was Lissa. And you will see shortly why Armor Strike is so good, because we're going to be fighting against a lot of enemies with high resistance. And it's not going to matter anymore because we got the Armor Strike going on. And then there is Topsy-Turvy, which is mandatory. You must have Topsy-Turvy on Lissa, otherwise you're going to be doing okay damage. So we're going to wait for Elise to find us, and we're going to go ahead and start working our way through the map. What I'm planning on doing is just fighting against this enemy first, and then we're going to make our way back to the base to defend it, to prevent ourselves from being overtaken. So yeah, most of the time you're going to be wanting to be using that combo 4, which is 3 regular attacks and a strong attack. And it's a pretty decent AoE. You do have to kind of center yourself in the middle of a crowd in order to get a relatively high kill count, but that's kind of the case it is with most characters. But the main draw for Lissa, her main selling point, is her awesome combo 5, where she picks up the enemy and then flings them around, because it helps with your mobility. That's why I like it so much. So you can see over here, and you can actually grab multiple people in succession. Obviously, it won't apply critical gauge on them unless you were to position yourself properly and have your partner hit them. But yeah, like you see, these guys have high resistance, but it doesn't matter because I'm Lissa and I do too much damage. But now, here's the kicker though. I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to save it for when a captain appears. So for those of you guys that already play Lissa, you know that there's something special about Lissa's gimmick, but I feel that we should probably save that for when we fight against a much more tanky enemy. So we will keep that shortly. Now, the other thing about Lissa to note is the fact that, like, she has relatively okay AoE. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, But the main reason why her AoE I would consider decent is because of that mobility that comes with her ability to hop around everywhere. It's insanely useful, and it's one that you'll want to be using fairly often. And also, if you don't want to, then yeah, focus on that combo 4. Alright, there's a bunch of captains here that we're going to fight against. I'm going to be fighting against this dude. Also, she builds meter really quickly for her partner, which is very important because you're going to be wanting to do this often. You will be using this attack almost all the time. Okay, we're going to fight a Shadow. Now, let's have a look at Lissa's stats now, shall we? She has 121 magic for her main attack stats, and a respectable 42. If you use her strong attack, she'll buff herself up. And we are up to 147, and also a whopping 157 resistance. Obviously, Elise, her partner, would actually give her that as well. But you get 25 points of damage for pressing a button, and it's not even like it goes away fast either. And you can stack it. It's so good. Okay, so what we're gonna fly around with her. And yeah, I noticed that we wouldn't do critical engages, but I forgot there was a spear user here. And yeah, we're just gonna wail away. Again, with all those lunar procs that we're getting, we're actually going to be lowering Sita's Shadow's defenses fairly often. So as you can see over here, I'm not even gonna bother with dual warrior specials just because look how much damage output this is. Like, ugh, so good. And this is like supposed to be a high resistance unit as well. Alright, let us have Elise finish it off. Steal Lissa's glory. And I'm gonna head back to the base because obviously they're a little bit happy right now. They're a little over-eager. So that's kind of the thing about Lissa though, that you're constantly going to be when you're doing your combo 5s. Another thing about Lissa to note as well is that she is a healer. And when you're a healer, you're able to correct any of the mistakes that I've made, clear that you've seen over here. And I'm just gonna quickly run in and do a dual warrior special just to save the time. I wanted to pick a level 80 difficulty just to show off how strong Lissa can be. As I said earlier, she has the, like, in my opinion, the highest single target damage in the game, and it's magic damage. So another good idea for a pair up is basically any tome user. Like I didn't pick what's it called, an allied Elise that I could switch into at will, but it's definitely a viable strategy where if you just want to put him with a tome user. And that's going to be goodbye to Celica. Now, one of the other mistakes that I've made is the fact that I actually kind of left my base alone. So after I kill this guy, we're going to go ahead and give him the heal. But first, the dragon comes first. They're eager, aren't they? Man. Okay. Alright, so who do I talk to heal my base? Is it you? Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. We're all good. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize. I was kind of hoping that there would be an animation, but the game did give me that. Now, in terms of other options, really, like, she has a combo 6. It's not necessarily bad. I kind of wish it would spread out a little bit more. It's an attack where she just swings around. I'll actually show it to you guys right now since we have the technology. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your strong attack. It's okay. My only problem though is that you have to be very careful with your you have to be really careful with your positioning. Unless you have armored blow, obviously that's going to be the common case where you can just patch up the long animation with armored blow so that you can use it with reckless abandon. But generally speaking though, I wouldn't rely on it too much. Unless, I guess, if you were in, like, if you're surrounded by a bunch of captains, then it would be an option. But otherwise, I prefer just activating stun gauges and then hopping around everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna... Can I pick up the dragon? Not quite. Yeah, look how much damage that does, though. Guys. Also, I didn't even buff. Alright, now we're ready. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess if you can catch them in the juggle, then her combo 6 is pretty strong as well. Like, Lissa is all about that damage. And look how long that meter is lasting with the damage buff. The free 25 points in magic. Like, yeah, so that's how you want to play Lissa, though. Always, always, always fight enemies with stun gauge. And since Armor Strike is a thing in this game, then... like, you have to put it on Lissa. Like, if you're gonna put it on any of your axe users, put it on Lissa. She Uses it so well. Alright, and we're going to... Yeah. So another thing too is that you're almost in full control of your movement, almost in full control of your movement while you're doing the combo 5. So it's something that, again, like I know I said it already plenty of times, but it's worth repeating. It's your main way of getting around and maintaining that KO count. Because she actually doesn't have amazing, like, AoE. It's just that she can reach enemies much faster. That's kind of the thing. Like, she has the gap closers, but she doesn't have the actual AoE going for her. Now, another thing to note about Armor Strike is that if you get hit plenty of times, then you are going to actually get hit and have your armor broken. The thing is, though, about warrior games is that you can literally just spam dodge most of the time. Obviously, if you dodge into an attack, that's going to be a problem. But once you see, like, the smoke rise above the enemy, then that'll be your time to go ahead and start spamming your dodges. Yeah, you see over here, Lissa already has very high resistance, but in terms of defenses, they're quite low. I believe they're one of the lower defenses in the game, if not the lowest. I'll have to look into that. Okay. We're gonna infinite her, so 2, 3, 4, and then jump, jump, jump. Yeah, also the thing about Luna and Armor Strike is that they stack with each other, so they're constantly lowering defense. Actually, is it possible to check what Lissa's stats are? Hang on a second. I actually want to check this. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping that I could, like, check enemy stats, unless there is a way to check stats in this game. I've played this game for so long, I never really considered actually double checking someone's stats, but I do know that defenses and resistance are halved. Yeah, look at that mobility. And the thing is, like, yeah, you can constantly have your... You can constantly have that meter in place. It's really good. I'm missing my timings here. There we go. Like, everything ends up dead. Like, below level 80 difficulty, everything's going to be dead by the time you do your first crit, guaranteed, no matter how much resistance they have. Again, largely due to the fact that the Armor Strike is so strong. Alright, I guess that's all that's left is for us to defeat the Commander. Now, other partners that you can consider is that since sword users are the most common unit in the game, pairing Lissa up with any spear user is beneficial. Not to mention that spear users are generally useful because you're actually able to, what's it called? Fly around, which is something that a lot of them are missing. And stun again. Oh, I missed it. Okay, that's okay. There we go. Let's see how much this is. Did I catch the other guy? If he was a little bit closer, I could have caught him. That's okay. We're gonna take a trip over here, Corin, okay? How about go on a little ride? Look how much damage that is. Yikes! And yeah, getting those lunar procs in as well. And I guess I can return you. That's okay. Oh, okay. Not enough. Yeah, I guess the thing is too, okay, so I know I didn't do it very much in this video, but her dual warrior specials are incredibly strong. Like, I could have actually just bursted down Corin 100 to nothing with her dual warrior special, because it's pure magic damage, which is always nice. And the fact is, like, I actually used it on a Velazark in a previous recording. Like, when I was looking for footage for this video, I used 2 bars on Velazark while the stun gauge was exposed, and yeah, that was a free win. It was really, really good. Like, I feel that she has one of the strongest in the entire game. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and use Awakening Gauge because we get that armor going for us. Yeah, let's try combo 6, see if that works. Ooh, very nice. Cool. Yeah, I guess we'll just go combo 5. Oh no, combo... It's really hard to see her sometimes because she's so small. Yeah, okay. Okay, you what? Yeah, do the combo 4, then combo 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then jump. Never mind. I was too late to have the meter ball. Sorry, guys. But I think this should be it. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, well, okay, we'll just burn the meters then. We will summon help, and then burn. Yeah, look, so much magic damage. But yeah, she can fit basically with any character, and considering how rare axe users are in this game in comparison to all the other classes, like, you don't have to really worry too much about overlap. So yeah, that basically does it for Lissa. She is, in my opinion, the strongest single target damage, and easily the strongest, or yeah, arguably for a single target in general, but also when it comes to your magic damage, she is top-notch. Really awesome character, and definitely one that you'll want to start off with if you're new to these games and you're worried about losing objectives, because she has the ability to heal. That's always nice. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this character showcase. I'm afraid this may be the last one that we'll be doing for a while, because we've basically covered everybody, so the next time we'll be doing character showcases will be when the DLC comes out. I'm really looking forward to them. Most of the time, the DLC characters will just be, like, essentially glorified reskins of characters we've seen before, with the exception of a handful of them, like Oboro and Azura, and I guess Olivia. Hopefully Olivia. Apparently Olivia's in this game. I'm really excited for that. And, yeah, but we're going to cover all of them, though. Like, we will have a dedicated video for each DLC character, unless there will be 2 DLC characters that share a skin, or share a moveset. But yeah, that is going to be it, and as of recording right now, I actually have to start working on the rest of the animations, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later. Take care.